This is a very pretty anime. But also, I just shit my pants. Back when the Elusive Samurai came out 2 months ago, I was certain this would be on every anime review channel. Because there is no way an anime with such beautiful art and uniquely composed fight scenes would be overlooked by the masses. I knew I'd have to be the content vulture yet again, scrounging for Giguk, MB, and Scamboli's leftover views. Please, someone watch my jellyfish video. But here we are, 8 episodes in, and not a whimper to be heard. If a tree falls in a forest, people would hear that more than this show. Only thing I've heard is Japanese Twitter wanting to fuck the main character. I can explain later, don't click off. What's more important is how despite having one of the best animation and creative direction of the season, Elusive Samurai is going largely unnoticed. Either these guys are crafting a meticulous masterpiece of a review, or I just have low standards. Why is no one talking about this? Is the story lacking? Are there better shows airing? Did the CGI horse ruin everything? Let me tell you the plot and you judge for yourself. Nearly 700 years before a skibbity toilet and edging streaks, there were samurai. During this time, the samurai were adept warriors serving as vassals, military bodyguards to the rulers of the land. The Jim to your Pam, the Drake to your Josh, the Ray Asian boy to your Kai Sinat. And one of these names, Ashikaga Takauji, rung around everyone's ears. Probably the strongest samurai of his time, he was loved and adored by everybody in the Hojo clan, the rulers of Japan at the time. He was so respected, he was the last person they saw before he sliced their fucking heads off. Holy shit, I did not see that coming. One minute you're playing ancient British soccer with your brother, and the next, terrorists win. Takauji decides to betray the Hojo clan and seize power, massacring their entire bloodline except for one sneaky little minx, Tokiyuki. Tokiyuki is the next heir to the Hojo clan, and see, he has a lot in common with Olympic champion Noah Lyles. They're both good at running. Before he can get caught, he's saved by a priest from a neighboring clan, Suwa, while Tokiyuki's brother is saved by their uncle. I don't think I can overstate just how brutal this show can get. They do not pull any punches when it comes to showing blood and gore. I will. I want to keep my ad revenue. Now Tokiyuki has to arm himself with strong allies to help him take down Takauji and get revenge for his clan. This is very much a shonen anime through and through. Only in shonen can you have children no older than the age of 12 fighting the most feared samurai in all of Japan. Tokiyuki is kind of an anomaly for a shonen main character. He's not loud and confident like Luffy or Naruto, nor is he strong and capable like Luffy or Naruto. I really like what they did with Tokiyuki because despite having the super skill of running away, they didn't make him a one-man show. Instead, they used him as a sort of general, commanding units who are far better than him at the aspects he lacks. Literally half of episode 1 is them labeling Tokiyuki as a natural-born wimp. Little pussycat. Little bitty puss boy. No one is giving Tokiyuki a chance, not even himself. Only Yorishige can bring out his true potential.
死なせてください、私のことも。
そうですか。では死になされ。
This is when we realize that Tokiyuki isn't scared at all. In fact, it's the opposite. He lives for the chase, the adrenaline. That's when we got this, and that's exactly when Twitter went wild. Credit to Purple Flame V, cause if it weren't for his video unfortunately popping up in my recommended, I wouldn't have known such degeneracy was happening behind the scenes. Thanks, man. Now both our lives are ruined. But seriously, even when I saw this scene the first time, I thought, that is weird. Why did they draw it like that? I mean, I'm not surprised that they're capable of this. I just didn't think they'd do it with an actual child. And then I watched Purple Flame's video some more, and apparently he's supposed to look angry in this shot. Nope, still looks like he's turned on. Either way, if you've been paying attention to anything but this last scene, you would have noticed that the animation goes hard. I am not lying when I say that this anime does things I have never seen before. From ground zero, it starts like a heckin' movie, giving us cinema-level camera work with 3D models. I forgot I was watching anime for a second. Then, the first real animation scene comes in and you're like, whoa, why does the background look like that? Is that CGI? Is any of this even drawn? But just as you're about to close out your tab, you realize, wait, they had to animate his hair and clothes moving frame by frame. In Elusive Samurai, you feel like everything is accounted for. When Yorishige and Tokiyuki are riding a horse, their hairs move with the wind. When he's falling off a cliff, his drapey sleeves flap violently. It's easy to dismiss these and say, they're just doing their jobs to make it look realistic. You do it then! Sorry. I was imitating a terrible response. My point is, the animators don't have to make a movie-style opening. They don't have to animate an almost 5-minute long chase scene. None of that was in the manga. Regardless, they did it anyway, and that's because it tells a better story. If they wanted, they could have shown Tokiyuki skedaddling a couple times and we'd get the idea. He's good at running away. But the fact that they put the extra effort to show us how good he is what deserves my praise. Even then, I think the anime truly stretches its creative freedom in episode 2. In this episode, we focus on Tokiyuki's uncle and how they describe him as a greedy brute who turned into a demon. They took this line and leaned on it hard. There's visuals of him winning the jackpot after he sells out Tokiyuki's brother, a board game tile with dice as he takes his next steps towards Tokiyuki. But the most impressive is their fight scene. The man they call the demon chops down a tree to create a smokescreen for himself. As he's walking, we see his front hairs turn to horns in the thick fog. They're completely overpowered. But we all know Tokiyuki can dodge and weave, bob and Steve his way out of trouble from last time. I was expecting something similar, but what I saw next made me realize we truly are in a new age of animation. Somehow they upped the quality even more, delivering one of the most satisfying moments in the anime so far. But you know the saying, what goes up must use horrendous CGI. Episodes 4 and 5, we get a full-on CG horse battle. It's not horrible, but it is noticeable. Normally, anime studios use CGI to help expedite the process, and typically, you'd see these in the background where they can get away with using computers. But episode 4 and 5 puts them at the center, at the forefront with nothing to hide behind. So now you're going from clean character lines to blocky Lego movements back and forth. And it makes my brain not happy. It's weird because randomly you get sudden shots of fleas, ants, and spiders jump scaring your screen, but they don't look a bit out of place for me. It's only when they use it for a long drawn action scene where you really see the problem. Now when it comes to the side characters, aside from knowing these two are strong warriors, this guy is sneaky, this dude's a strategist, and this girl is just cute, the only time they pop up is when they're with Tokiyuki. They don't get any screen time for themselves. And it's perfectly fine now because we're still getting to know them. I just fear their characters will be too one-sided. I hope I'm wrong. But why do I even have to wait? The thing I love about history-based shows is that you can spoil yourself at any time just by opening Wikipedia. Just imagine a young Japanese boy with no historical knowledge watching Oppenheimer. Bro, kore Oppenheimer-san is so sugoi desu ne. Mecha smart as fuck OG-san. What else did he make? So I looked up what happened to the actual Hojo Tokiyuki and considering Takauji's Wikipedia page is way longer than his, is not a good sign. I don't know if this is spoilers, but I'm about to read you a brief recount of what happened in real life. Fast forward to here if you don't want to be spoiled. So after being taken in by Yorishige, a 13-year-old Tokiyuki managed to recapture his hometown of Kamakura from Takauji's brother. However, the moment lil bro Takauji arrived, Tokiyuki straight bolted it. He failed. He gets captured by Takauji but asks for forgiveness from the new emperor Godaigo, to which Godaigo agreed and put him under his military. If I was Tokiyuki's brother, I'd be fuming. I got beheaded on sight. So Tokiyuki works under their command until 1352. Now 30 years old, Tokiyuki was ready to get his get back. And yet again, managed to capture Kamakura. Yes! I knew it! I knew he'd get revenge. Takauji wasn't there yet, huh? He runs and escapes again to a different province, but this time, Takauji fanboys find him, and Tokiyuki is beheaded. Damn! This is too brutal. And a bit underwhelming. Bring me back to the anime. Woo! Yes! Go Toki, go Yuki. In the end, I think everyone should give this show a watch. Fair warning, it is a shonen anime, so there'll be times when Tokiyuki would be puking his guts out at the thought of losing his brother. Everyone in his clan betrayed him, and the only thing he can think of is that he's a disgrace for not killing himself. Then in comes Mr. Bean over here. Dun 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 dun. Look at me, Toki. But if you can look past these moments, I still think it's criminally underrated for how much quality the show has, and more people should watch it. So if this video helps to boost the anime in terms of viewership, I'll be a happy man. And a rich man at that. Thanks for watching. See you again.